That's as good as it's gonna get. I mean, what I want to do is buy some more cameras, but I gotta get this Sunny, aka Piglet, trained.
She's in the back seat.
So that get that done, and something else that I'm trying to do. I'll pay off that new storage unit this month, but that's gonna be every month. And then I want to get a new stereo and get this window fixed. I want to quit putting money into this wonderful little Piglet dog and put it into the car and our film project. Yeah, we'll get to it. It'll get done, but all along the way we got to have fun and we got to eat out a lot.
I want to get a tiny drone.
I've got a tiny drone.
Well, I mean like that big that we can fly around in the car.
No, I use a small drone. It's tiny, okay, but it's not that tiny. A small drone and it damn near fucking cut.
I know.
It
I was
fucked me
there,
up.
man,
No, you weren't.
Oh,
You know, I did it by myself and I ran in the house and told you, but you weren't out there.
Oh, you were outside when that happened? Or you were inside?
Yeah, I was outside.
Oh, okay.
I tried it inside and that didn't work. I don't know how to work one of those. I'm going to have to give it to somebody else to do or give it away because it's dangerous to me. It's dangerous to have a fucking thing flying around that'll hurt you. It hurt. It will hurt you.
I'm sorry, hon. We gotta get you
I'm not good at that.
Like a welder's
dexterity. I didn't play video games. I climbed trees.
Welder's visor.
Huh?
A big welder's visor that you can put over your head.
No, it was that and a whole suit.
And a whole suit to fly your drone.
Yeah. I don't know how these kids fly those drones. I don't get it. I know I'm a kid, but I'm not a kid who played video games. They know how to do that.
Yeah.
They can whatever that subtlety of their fingers and
it's
stuff.
It's a weird hand-eye dexterity coordination that they've developed over decades.
I'm more of a percussion instrument player, not whatever. I don't know what else that would be.
You know what? You know what's cool? The piano.
I can play the piano.
It's a percussion instrument.
It is.
Yeah.
I love the piano.
That's what's cool.
I say I'm not good at stuff, but I don't know if I am. I mean,
you're great at stuff.
You know, the only reason I say I'm not good at music is because they kicked me out of music.
They don't know.
But they also kicked me out of I don't know. I don't want to name them all, but too many to name.
Out of better places than this when they kicked.
Well, they were some of the beginning people to kick me out. I could have said, you know, I'm going to get kicked out of a lot nicer places than this later. But that was a pretty nice place that I got kicked out of. It was a lot like your high school, only it was a college, a university. I was in a private university.
See, just goes to show you. It's like.
But I didn't get kicked out of the whole university, just out of the music program. So that was good. I mean, later I left, but the English department. But I loved that. You know, I loved the English department.
You are a wonderful musician.
Well, I'm more self-taught. I play the ultimate jazz. Because that way I can defy people's expectations like I always do. And get away with it. That's the point.
Well,
once you define yourself in a certain way, then you can defy people's expectations and get away with it.
Beautiful music, baby. That's how you get away with it.
Well, thank you. And he's a composer. He's a composer.
It's beautiful stuff, y'all. You gotta.
You're building up quite a library of compositions. And I want to get those posted. Get up where they're on YouTube.
Yeah,
get
we
them
decided
off of our devices and get them up.
We might, we're gonna, expand on the musical side of our variety show that we put on for y'all. You know, we've always been a musical.
Yeah.
You know, along with just about you name it, everything else. But you know, just watch more of our show, and you'll
get the vibe. They'll catch the vibe.
Yeah,
but
they'll start to appreciate
it's hard to catch the vibe.
How diverse we actually are.
That's why it's hard to catch the vibe.
If you haven't watched our show a lot,
yeah,
you won't have a clear picture of, well, frankly, how amazing we are, because it takes a lot of footage to fit all that amazingness in.
It sure does.
You can't put it all in one clip. You have to spread it out over years, man. It's like...
And I was just watching while we were at the gas station. I'm addicted to us. And you can see why I'd be addicted to us.
Well, I'm addicted to us.
Everybody who watches us gets addicted to us if they watch enough. They will get addicted because it's addictive. Thank you to the people cleaning that up. Thank you. Oh, they're prisoners, but thank you, prisoners. That's nice.
There's some dudes out there in the orange. I'm wearing orange, but mine has a collar. Theirs are jumpsuits. They're picking up trash, and I'm here doing a video for it also. There's a lot of things.
Well, I'm thanking them on the video because
I'm happy that
it needs it. This highway, you know, all of New Mexico needs to have somebody willing to clean up the litter.
And I did that once, though I wasn't wearing an orange jumpsuit.
That time.
Yeah, they were paying me $50 a day, me and a bunch of other homeless folks. And they put us all on this rickety old bus and ship us out into the middle of the desert.
A rickety old bus? Was it really rickety?
It was kind of rickety. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know where like the homeless shelters get their buses. I think they get them used from their public schools and stuff.
Bus.
Yeah, from like the circa 1960s something, you know.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And I remember once I was on one of their big old buses to go pick up trash alongside the highway for my $50, and I had bought myself a new hat. It was a cool hat. It was like it wasn't leather, but it was like faux leather, and it was big and Western looking.
And you put it on to go work out there?
Yeah, it was gonna be.
Was it spring like
that?
that?
Yeah, it was summer. It was summer, and it was hot as hell. And
well, spring is windy as fuck.
Had a big
They're out there in
shade.
the wind.
Cool
here,
and I was packed into the bus next to the window. All the windows were down, and we went the right way such that the wind came in through the window and sucked my hat right out the window, and everybody in the bus saw. Oh, and most people.
And nobody even said stop?
No, there was no stopping. There was no stopping.
Well, that probably makes sense. But you weren't in jail.
No,
just kinda.
Yeah,
kinda.
I wasn't in jail. No, I was. Yeah.
Depends on how you look at it. If it was better.
I was on some sort of long hiatus from
jail?
From everything. I don't know.
Well, not from being homeless.
Not from picking up trash on the side of the highway, but.
But what do you mean? You were on a hiatus from being in jail for a while?
I guess I was on a hiatus from other things like having a job or having a place to live, really, or.
Yeah, they keep accusing us of being meth addicts and saying that all we have to do is get off of meth and get a job.
And you know what? Who's going to entertain them?
Well,
who's going to entertain them?
Who's going to entertain what? What do you mean?
I mean, what are they doing? Like, they go to their job.
Yeah.
You know they have a job because they're telling us to get a job. They must think it's really great.
No, I think that they're probably doing meth.
Oh, they could be selling meth. They should be telling us to take meth because.
Well, I think they are doing meth. I think they're doing meth and watching us. I don't know.
So you don't even think they have jobs?
I don't think they need to do meth and they're watching us. They just watch us. That is meth.
It is. It's better than.
I guess. I don't know.
So,
but
But so I didn't even think of that.
It's more psychedelic than probably
it's like,
peyote.
Yeah. And it doesn't make you puke.
Well, yeah, it does.
It can, but,
yeah.
you know. But
hey, I've puked a lot filming our show.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Filming it, you never know. It's like watching it. You're actually safer in the audience.
A little bit safer.
A little bit safer.
A little bit safer. You never know.
But yeah, see, I assumed when they told us to get jobs that they had jobs. But you're right, they might not even have jobs.
If they're telling us to get off meth and get a job, that's because they're on meth and jobless. So they know what it's like. And so they're saying, you know what I mean?
So they're talking to themselves.
Well, yeah, kind of. But what I'm saying is the perverts told us we were junkies. And I was like, well, oh yeah, that's because they found us because they're porn addicts. And they found us because of our porn that we do on our show.
Right.
And then they found our porn and told us to quit. And they also found out we were homeless. And then they said, quit being junkies.
Does it make you feel like Eminem? Because we are whatever they say we are? Or,
yes. Sing it.
We are whatever you say we are. And if we wasn't then, why would we say we are? Dude.
And I'm not saying we aren't. I'm just saying they are. So if I say they're a meth addict and they're
I didn't mean to
not homeless, maybe homeless, but jobless, does that make me a meth addict who's jobless?
If they say we are, I guess we are. I don't know, but
no,
because maybe we are all things to everyone.
What I said is they say we're meth addicts,
right?
Who are jobless. So therefore, they're meth addicts who are jobless. Like it's a mirror.
Yeah.
And then I said, but they're meth addicts who are jobless. So does that make me? No, but does that make me then a meth addict who's jobless? And I think they left out homeless, but
right. They might not be homeless. I don't know.
They might be. They might not be.
It depends on if they're actually also dealing with meth or not.
In our show, we're homeless.
Yeah.
Quote.
Right.
In our show, we're pretending to be homeless a lot.
I think they're doing a thing where they project.
Pretending apparently to be meth addicts, heads, and I don't know what they think we're on. They called us junkie, me and the girls, the dogs, junkies before. Yeah, I don't appreciate being called a fucking junkie. I've got a better vocabulary. Somebody was writing about us being meth heads, and they didn't spell one damn word right in the whole fucking comment. And my grandma said, even after all the meth, we still know how to spell. Oh, Grandma, it's true. It's true. What are they doing? Are they doing fucking meth? Because even the spell check should have checked most of that shit. Right,
They were too sped up to do a spell check. They were like...
They do a spell check, and I do a smell check. White papa. Me and my sister.
Something smelled.
My former sister, Luna, who died of using meth. White papa.
You know it. And
she died
and
of
she'd
using
do it again.
Meth. But please don't let teeth peel out. White papa.
Well,
maybe that's what's wrong with me. You know what happened to my fucking teeth. White papa.
It could be.
And in that video that they're calling us meth heads, we're talking about our teeth.
Right.
Yeah.
Was I commenting on the yellowness of mine?
Yeah, you were commenting on the yellowness of yours, and I was eating yogurt.
I was probably drinking coffee.
Yogurt for my teeth.
I was drinking coffee and complaining about the coffee.
Yeah, but if the minute you start to defend yourself, you've lost.
See?
Because then they'll watch us and we'll be even more drugged up in the next one. Huh? And I honestly don't know if we were drugged up at all in that one. They think that just because we're weird, mentally ill, and weird.
Look at that cloud.
That we're meth heads.
That's a cool cloud. I'm gonna poke that cloud.
But you know that old guy?
Poke. Look, he's poking a cloud. He's doing meth. Poke,
yeah.
Poke. I'm gonna snort that cloud. Watch.
Okay. Yeah,
You get it?
that looks
that
like
was
you've never
good.
done that before,
Yeah.
but anyway.
Well, it clears the nasal passages
Yeah.
right out. Yeah.
But anyway, in that one where they called us meth addicts, do you think we were using anything at all? Because we were outside the school.
Oh, that
I had
one?
just taken a shower, but I just didn't think that we used, that maybe
There's
we were
a
using
good chance that I
a
was
lot of
smoking
marijuana and alcohol around
Yeah.
that, but not
Yeah.
actually then.
I think it was well known that, at least that I smoked a lot of marijuana. I'm pretty
think it
sure
was-
people knew that Jody smoked a lot of marijuana too.
I think
at the time.
barriers started
Now,
breaking
just
down.
to-
yeah.
Get
But
up to speed.
they already knew
though
that
you never
were
know.
drinking a
You
lot
never
'cause
know.
you got
Well, they knew
arrested
that.
from the
Yeah.
school
I got
first
arrested.
week
Yeah,
you
right
were
there,
there.
like right in front of everybody. Yeah.
I saw you on the bus.
And I was looking for my
car.
sweetheart. I was
or
like,
I were.
I
Or
was-
you saw me.
I'm looking for Jody. I'm looking for Jody. And they're like, Jody who? And I was like, I can't remember.
I know.
And then they said, get the heck out of here and don't come back. And then I
I'm
remembered.
glad you couldn't.
So I came back and I told him, I remember. I'm looking for Jody. Drink water. And by then it was too late. They'd already called the cops.
You were supposed to meet me in the hot tub,
Yeah,
right?
I was supposed to meet her in the hot tub. I made it as far as the locker room before
Yeah.
they, like, I don't know, came to get me.
And I was like out there looking for you, and there were all these cops around the bus. Did they arrest you off the bus? What happened? Because I think
No,
you were
I
at
got on the
on
bus
the
and then I
bus.
got back off the bus and walked through the field to return to the campus. I had left the building and I made that fatal
Well,
mistake.
what I thought was I saw a
Sure.
bunch of cops around a bus. Like they
Yeah.
were getting you off the bus to arrest you.
I think I had already. No, They were probably trying to put me on the bus. in the
Why were
first
they trying to
place.
put you on the bus?
They were trying to not arrest me. They were trying to ship me off of the campus. And I did. I left the campus, but then, like I said, I came
Oh,
back.
that was the first time then. When
Oh,
they were
yeah.
putting you on the bus. I saw
Right,
that.
right,
I
probably
didn't
that
see
was
the
it.
part where they arrested you later.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that was it.
Yeah. Good times, right, babe?
Yeah.
Good times. And still, the other thing that they don't understand is they think, oh, you're jobless, you're losers, you're meth heads, get a job, whatever.
Right.
But they didn't know that we're playwrights, screenwriters,
Right, right.
painters.
Multi-talented creatives, as you'd say.
I can't remember all of it. What
Yeah.
else?
Well, like I said, you name it.
Painters,
You
poets,
name it. And if we haven't,
playwrights,
we will.
filmmakers,
You know.
and all this stuff. They just see a couple losers living in their car.
And that's like,
And maybe, I'm not saying it's not true.
That's-
I'm
I'm
saying
gonna-
that's all
I'm
they
just
see,
gonna-
though.
that's
we're
just
more
ignorant
than
of
that.
them.
We're more than that. We may not. I'm not saying we're not that, but we're more than
Yes.
that. We're all. I also have 4 degrees with highest honors and shit.
okay, if it's
How
not,
did that happen?
if it's not
To a
ignorant,
meth
it's
head that's just a loser.
maybe myopic.
I
We'll
don't
go
know.
with it. It's myopic, but it's uninformed, which is closer to ignorant than myopic, really. Because it's their
Well,
fault.
they have
it's their
to
fault.
watch the
It's all
show.
their fault. Yeah, it's their
And
fault.
They have
It's
to
their fault. They need to do their research.
be willing to go on the painful
You ain't
roller
kidding.
coaster,
Yeah.
emotional. Well, that's a cliche, but it's very apropos to our stuff. It's an emotional fucking roller coaster. It takes a commitment,
And that's true.
an emotional commitment.
So it brings me back to
right, because I was just watching me up in front of Liam's class talking. I'm like, who the fuck is this lady? And it's me. I don't even recognize myself. And it's not because I'm a meth head in it. It's because I'm not.
Well, my baby's never been a meth head, so good guess. But
I'm not defending
you're wrong.
myself on our show because they're gonna see that we are addicts.
They're gonna
in
see
the
all that
fucking
footage
lab.
of us like doing lines off the mirror.
Well, they tell we tell
no,
them
they're not,
we
'cause
tell
we
them
don't
on
care.
our website that we're addicts. We are addicts.
Right.
It's a fact. So I'm not defending that we're not addicts. That would be stupid.
Right.
You're going to keep watching and go, they are addicts.
So we can just shrug and say, yeah, okay, whatever.
I don't. You can say that. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm not defending.
No, that's why I'm just
like
shrugging.
I'm not. I
Saying,
do defend myself, but what I'm saying is on our show, I'm not saying I'm not a meth addict.
Right. Well, why would we? Because
I'm not saying I'm not a cokehead, speed, whatever. I'm going about 60 and a 75, but I'm not going to say I'm not a speed addict. I'm not saying I'm not an addict.
Right.
We've said it over and over and shown it over and over on our show. But it's a journey that, well, we take the audience on it. It's an adventure, but it's a journey. It's try to describe it. That's the one thing that we've tried to do forever is to describe our show. For one thing, if you're really, really lucky, you'll see it as the hilarity that it is. It's hilarious. You look at it and go, this is not funny. And then go back to it later, and if you're lucky, if the gods are with you, you'll see it as funny, and you'll literally wet yourself laughing.
Is it like one of those, it's kind of like
It's
one of those
hard to explain.
magic eye things? Kind of. It's kind of like it. One of those things where you stare at it for a long time and you don't see anything, and everybody's like, it's a cow, just look at it. And then they'll tell you, like, focus your eyes all screwy, and then, like, turn your head that way.
Yeah.
And then stare beyond
then
what
look
you're looking
away,
at. And then, lo and behold, you see the fucking cow. Like, whoa, there it is. And then after...
Or you don't.
Then, like,
Or you come back later and maybe see it.
And maybe, if you never see it, then you're like, there's no cow.
What
are you
really
talking
a
about?
cow?
You know, and then
Well,
you
is it real?
out there
Is it
in the
them,
audience,
or is it me? You
well,
know?
well, maybe you'll question what my baby is telling you right now about the hilarity of our show, but then you'll find yourself surrounded by peers who are also watching the show, and you'll find them like spontaneously bursting into little fits of laughter, and you'll ask them, "Why are you laughing?" And they'll say, "It's that Land of Tranquil Light show," and you'll be like, what? And they'll be like, don't you see the cow, man? Don't you see it?
Once somebody in the room starts laughing, you see it.
And then you know that, Once
one person in the room starts laughing,
it must be there. It must be there.
But if nobody's laughing and nobody sees it, it's harder to see.
It's like, okay, so, man.
Like the one I just watched, it wasn't funny at all. It was just fucking weird, man. I was like, why am I wearing this piece of... just like a piece of cloth.
Oh, did you?
Like a curtain.
I know you. Oh, yeah. I was laughing at the quickie that we did last night.
But it wasn't funny.
It was so not funny.
Which one?
It was not funny, man.
Which one?
I loved it. It was so not funny. It was not funny. It was. I titled it "The Wall Looks a Lot Better." And you watched it last night. It was.
Is it the one where the mural?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, except the mural
like
isn't really there yet.
Is it the beginning of Cowboy Coffee?
Same setup. It might as well be.
Okay.
Sort of.
Yeah.
So
Cowboy Coffee.
Yeah. Anyway, even when we're not funny, we're fucking funny, man.
It's when we're
like,
not funny that. I don't know how to explain it, because we're also funny because we started to see how funny we were and kind of accentuate that and bring it more obvious over time, right?
Yeah.
But it's when we're serious. I don't know how to. That's the hard part. It's like if we could define ourselves, people could understand us, but we don't know how to define ourselves. I think we're avant-garde, but we're art.
It says, it's how we play. That's how we define ourselves. It's how we play.
What I'm saying is like art house film. They call it an art.
That's what it said on the sign out there. Okay?
Art house film.
As far as they know, we're not even on the road. They think we're at a studio.
Well,
all they see is this cloud floating.
That
around.
one guy got it. He said, "Is this one of those mumblecore films?" Well, it's not a film. It's a web series right now. Later, it might be a film. But I think that he got it. He got an aspect of it.
He'll get it.
I don't know how to explain it. It's so frustrating. Because we've explained it and explained it forever. But we've never quite concisely defined it.
Yeah. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's it. It's
But
good stuff.
what I was trying to say that I can't remember now is that
Young at heart. That sign over there says we're just fucking young, you know, just straight up, you know. Always have been, always will be. Keeps us
if we could
fresh.
define it, then people would start to get it.
There's signs
but until
everywhere.
we can define it, I don't think people are going to get it.
Signs, and trust me, they're out there, but the ones I'm talking about, they're good. They're good signs. Good signs.
So have you got the
there.
capacity to try to define
They're out there.
it? Because I can't. I mean, I tried in the past and it helps. What I've said to the audience about our show,
Man.
but I haven't been able to define it. Another thing is it's about time. It's about time. Time is huge in our fucking film. It's huge. People that we know, who know us, who know our situation, will watch our film and be confused because they think because it's on the screen right then, it's happening.
It's happening now.
And I get it. When I was a little kid, I'd watch Gilligan's Island and think that was happening, right?
Did you want to help
And I've
them?
watched our show and gotten confused as to, like, why is Luna in there?
Right.
How did she? I thought she was dead. And then she was there.
Right.
So I get it, but also, you know, what is that? Explain it. Can you explain why people who know us are lying in bed worrying at night that we're on the highway in Colorado and haven't found Walmart parking lot, but that was 10 damn years ago.
Right.
And they're worrying about it now. How? How is this happening that people who know us get confused? They are very confused. Like, there's one that we shared, another person who knows us is like, wait, don't come to visit me right now. I've got stuff going on. I'm not there. And I'm like, wait, that was 10 years ago.
We're not doing
We're
that
posting
right
it at the moment,
Yeah.
but it's 10 years ago, or we're sharing it from, 10 years ago. And people do know that we're ageless, we're timeless. They look at it and they're like, wow, that's them right now. People have said, I thought your dog was dead. Why is she alive?
Right.
She's alive.
How could she be there on my screen all animated or something?
And living and talking and stuff. I thought she was dead. And that's how I felt that one day. I was like, I thought she was dead. Why is she
Right.
on the screen at the same time as Baby Girl? He explained, that was a different dog that we had at our house for a while.
Yeah, it was a little.
I was like, what the fuck?
It was very confusing.
I was not expecting to see Luna loom up on her chair, sitting there talking when she was dead.
Yeah.
She still talks, don't get me wrong, but
Like,
she
how
doesn't
are
have a
Luna?
body.
The question was, how is it that Luna and Baby Girl are in the same room at the same time?
Well,
When
what's
Luna was
weird
dead
about
long
it
before Baby
is
Girl ever arrived.
Because
But
we're
what we didn't know
unreliable narrators.
Oh, it wasn't Baby Girl. It was a different
People don't
dog
know
sitting
if
over
Luna's
there.
dead
It was
or
a
not.
doggy that looked a lot like Baby Girl.
People don't know nothing because they don't see anything but us telling them what's going on. I mean,
Yeah,
every once in a while
like,
they'll see some
right-
cop lights.
Right now, maybe they could see this. Oh
Or
man,
whatever.
anybody who does not like look in my glasses, like what do they say? Oh, they say read my lips, but I'm saying it's all in the glasses.
Damn dust storm.
It's you can't see what's going on, but if you look close, maybe
Sorry,
it's in there.
I'm chewing on
It's
my-
in there. Look at the good signs that I'm talking about, and the dust storm, and the
Can't
crazy
stop.
dust storm going on out there. And you might
There's a
not be
dust
able to
storm
see
and
it
they'll
unless
not
you
see
look
it,
close.
and they
Unless you
don't
look at my
necessarily believe it.
eyes, you know, it's all in there. Yeah, crazy dust
But
storm.
we're
out there.
unreliable narrators because we say shit that is so
Right, and now
untrue.
sometimes I'm not
like
wearing
we'll
the
say,
glasses, and you
oh,
don't know. Then
we're,
you have to
we're
actually
done
look into
drinking.
my-
Oh, we
you have
don't
to
do
look
that
into my
anymore. And the next
eyes.
day,
But
we've got us,
you have
you
to
know,
zoom in, you have to
totally
zoom
drunk and getting
in.
arrested.
And
We're
then maybe it
unreliable
turns out
narrators.
that what I'm saying is actually not true at all. And then where are you? Then where are you? Well, you should have just taken our word for it in the first place and gone for the wild ride. And look, you're on it anyway. You're on
Here's
it anyway.
this thing about Jesus washing away your blood of your, not blood, in his blood washing away your sins. Do you believe that there are sins? Do you believe that
I
it's sin?
have asked myself that very question. I'm not.
I do.
I'm not-
I believe that, yeah, hell yeah, I've lived,
I'm not gonna-
I've lived a lot of sin.
I'm not giving an answer to that question right
I know
now.
there's sin. But I'm not sure exactly where they're, you know, with that right there is
Right,
a sin or that
right.
right there. But some things, oh hell yeah, that's a sin, man. Fucking, that's a sin. And then other things, it's like, well,
Right.
I'm not sure that's a sin.
Right.
But
And then
maybe
then
the Bible
using their-
says it's a sin.
there might be some
but
stuff
I'm
that's like,
I'm not sure
what?
that's a sin.
That's a sin? What? Like looking at goldfish or something, you know? What?
No, nobody thinks looking at goldfish
Well, I
is
know
a
that's
sin.
why it would like surprise you to find out that why am I in hell? Because
No,
you're-
if you ate a goldfish, they would say that's a sin. Some people.
they might, right?
But not if you're looking at one. There's
Right.
no Bible, no culture
Well,
who's ever existed that says staring at a goldfish is a sin that I know of,
right.
you know. But eating a goldfish,
Could
the
be,
vegans
could
would
be,
say it's a
yeah.
sin. I don't know if there's something in the Bible about goldfish, you know, that you shouldn't eat goldfish.
Right.
But certainly the vegetarians
unless
and the
they're
vegans.
crackers, you can eat those.
Huh?
You can eat the crackers, the goldfish
Oh,
crackers.
okay.
Those
I
are
saw a deal on like a New Yorker
Somehow there's a
joke
yeah,
that said that there was a soup kitchen or a cafeteria, and somebody was in the line, and the black lady on the other side of the counter was serving the food, and the guy asked, "Do you serve crackers?" And she said, "Well, we serve anybody."
That's a good one.
But remember, we've talked about that.
Yeah.
That does anybody ever really call somebody a cracker?
Well,
Like I said, somebody I knew once said that they were called a cracker. I'm like, they said they got called a cracker all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? You live in a little tiny village in Kansas. There aren't
Yeah.
any people of color there.
yeah,
Where did they go that they were called a
Right.
cracker?
right.
But I don't know. It's just not in my experience. I've never, ever, ever been called a cracker.
Well,
But the other day, I think I was called a Karen. But it was telepathic. But because there was a group of people in a truck, and I was in their way, I think I was probably looking in the trash. I don't know. And they thought, "Get out of my way, Karen. You Karen. You know, you Karen. You know what a Karen is?"
no.
Oh, yeah. I think if you have to look it up, you're probably a Karen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you're right.
And I had to look it up once. But they called me a Karen. And I was like, damn, I can't even argue with that.
Okay, so
You
what's
know?
it mean? So, I mean, I just...
Well, it means you're a white lady who's kind of, I don't know, you know, like a Karen. Somebody named Karen.
So...
They complain a lot about the way life is and stuff. They're privileged white women who... Yeah, privileged white women. Well, I don't know the details, I forgot, but I don't know, they're a stereotype.
Okay.
You know? And I figure, I don't know, they've called me everything. They've called me a bruja, they've called me a Karen, they've called me a bitch, they've called me black, they've called me Hispanic, they've called me, I don't know what, crazy, a meth head, a this and a that. After a while, you just gotta go, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't get what they're talking about, or you do, or you can get it, you know?
Right.
Kind of like that meth head thing. I went back and watched that, and I was like, oh my God, we look like total meth heads in this, you know? Oh yeah, remember Carlos, your friend?
Uh-huh.
The first time I ever had an encounter with him, I thought he was a total meth head. I was riding my bike down the sidewalk, and this little dog come up and was running into me when I was riding a bike. And this meth head was chasing the dog. And I screamed, "Get the dog out of the way! I'm trying to ride my bike!" I think I didn't really know how to,
Right. It was,
you know, just get out of the way. I'm going down a hill, and
get out of the
a
way.
slight hill,
Yeah.
and I screamed, and the guy was missing half his teeth, and he was bald, and he was,
Right.
you know,
Kinda,
he looked like a meth
Kind
head.
of skinny, kind of wiry.
Very skinny,
Kind of wiry, kind of
skinny, wiry, could hardly run.
Yeah.
I mean, he was running, really. I feel think of it in a different perspective. It was impressive, but and he was like, he had to run across the street chasing his dog. His dog wasn't on a leash, and I was like telling you about it later. I was like, this damn meth head was out there
that crazy.
chasing this dog, and I was trying to ride my bike, and this dog was trying to get in my spokes, and then
turns
out the guy's like 84
or like 90.
He is like 84, and he's only missing his teeth because he's 84 and having a hard time running because he's 84. And really, he's young if you think of him that way. He rides his bike all over the damn place, and he's 84. And he's a hell of a tennis player.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do meth at all.
No.
He's actually a Bible thumper.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, it's all a matter of perspective, and I thought that I was complaining about this meth head, and he wasn't a meth head, he was a Bible thumping 84-year-old. So, you know, you get a little more information about somebody, you might change your mind.
Wait, turn on the AC a little bit?
Yeah, let's roll that up. It hurts, you know, my ears, because we're going downhill. But, long hill. But anyway, what were you saying? It's kind of what?
Oh, I was just going to say it's kind of warm in here.
Oh, I thought you were saying about Carlos. And me saying he was a meth head. You got it. Like, you can see that, why somebody would think he's a young, like a 40-year-old meth head.
But
right?
This is one way to start a rumor.
40-year-old meth head
You get on.
instead of an 84-year-old man because he's so young.
Would you think it was? We're not trying to start a rumor or anything.
Well, we don't try.
You
we
get
just
on and
do.
You know, say, damn it, Carlos is not a meth head.
He's not a meth head. He's a Bible
Carlos
thumping.
is not a meth head.
A Bible thumping 84-year-old missing some of his teeth.
The more people are going to become convinced that Carlos
But he's
must
actually
be
got
a
a
meth
lot
head.
going for him. He really does. I mean, if you
I hope he has a
if you're
sense
going
of
around
humor.
in the world,
Or that he doesn't watch our show. One or the other.
well, he's Bible thumper. He's not watching our show. But he's got a lot going for him. If you're out in the world, people think you're a 40-year-old meth head instead of an 84-year-old man.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Great.
You're doing better than most 40-year-olds.
Exactly.
Meth heads
Because
are
some
not.
people who are 40,
They're
they just think that's an
fatting on the
84-year-old.
couch, or, watching TV.
Well, I'm just saying they think. I'm not saying
I'm
what
not
he
saying
said.
people
Don't
should
hold me
watch
accountable
TV.
for what he said.
People should. We're the best thing on TV, and you're watching us right now. So that goes to show.
But they
that
may be a 40-year-old who looks 84
they
and a
may-
meth
you,
head.
even if
an
you're fat on
84-year-old
your
meth
couch,
head.
if you're watching our show,
But instead, this meth head looks like he
we
was a
salute
40-year-old
you.
meth head.
You're doing something right. You're doing something right. If you're 90 years old and you're skinny and you're bald and you can run around
toothless.
and handle an unruly dog and ride a
And
bike
run and play
tennis, you're doing
and
all
thump
right.
the Bible.
Even
and
if you're
fix his own
not
car.
watching, even if you're not watching
He's
our show,
fixed his own
well,
car.
nobody's perfect. I'd say, just sneak off and watch our show a little bit here and there.
Yeah. Especially if your car loose.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
Put away
catch
the
you
meth,
guys
Carlos,
later.
and
We'll catch you guys
watch
later.
our show.
He's a little scatterbrained, but he's really actually smart. He knows how to build an Adobe.
Yeah,
A
awesome.
little Adobe.
A mini
like
Adobe,
a doll,
like,
a doll
like,
Adobe.
yeah.
And they're cool because he could sell that fucking stuff for $1,000 easy downtown here in Santa Fe or in New Mexico. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can build an
Oh, yeah.
Adobe. And that was one cool Adobe. I wanted to keep it,
Yeah, it's really cool.
but I couldn't afford to buy it. If he sold it for $1,000, all the work he put into it, he wouldn't get out of it by the hour, but like $1 an hour or something. But you could probably sell it for several thousand downtown in one of those galleries.
Oh,
I
yeah.
encouraged him to go downtown and ask him.
Yeah, he could.
When I have a gallery, I'll sell that puppy out of there for several $1,000s.
Yeah.
I raised it from 1,000 because that's not enough.
It's not enough. That'd be-
Because he's going to pay the gallery half of it. So it's got to be at least 3,000 so he can get 1,500 out of it.
Yeah. It's gotta.
But he
then
can build
make,
those.
He can make more.
And he does woodworking, he does gardening, he
fixes
does
cars.
He fixes his
plays
own
tennis.
cars. He plays tennis. He rides his bike. He has a job.
He thumps the Bible.
He goes outside and walks as much as he can, even in the dead of winter. And I'm like, I don't even do that. I go to the mall and walk. He doesn't.
Oh,
he doesn't believe in that.
He's a crossing guard too.
He's a crossing guard.
Yeah, he told.
And he
you
does.
know what? That makes him like a good steward of society.
Yeah,
He guards
it is a good
the crossings. He protects the children. That's nice.
He protects the children and he gets paid for it.
He's a damn saint.
He's pretty much a damn
If he does
saint.
meth sometimes, you gotta pardon him.
Yeah, a little bit of meth never hurt anybody. Slow down, people behind me, because I'm trying to get away from that other truck.
No,
I
you
don't
know
like
what?
going fast anymore. I just want to go slow all the time.
I'm returning to my original point of all of the people who say, "Get a job," or "Why don't you go
And
out
I'm not
and do
saying
something
we
with
have
your
a
life?"
job. I'm not saying we don't have a job.
And I am no longer saying that they have a job or do not have a job. Whether or not they have a job, what I say to
they
those
should have
people
to tell us if they've got a job or not. if
never
they're gonna
mind all
tell
of the
us
reasons
that kind of stuff.
that it's ludicrous for you to say that we should have a job or we should ever have gotten a job. And if you watch our show a little bit more, you'll figure out all the reasons that that's just insane. But here's my real
Totally
question:
insane, 'cause it
is
wasn't
like,
a hand.
who is going to entertain you?
Yeah,
if
that
we
was
go
the
out and
original
get
question.
jobs and we spend our time doing some pencil pushing instead of doing the show, who are you gonna?
Have I missed our turn, honey?
What are you gonna watch? Who are you gonna watch? We're not
I
gonna
don't
be
know where
doing
we're going,
this.
honey.
We're
You
gonna
gotta
be.
tell me.
Where are you trying to go?
Near the Apple store.
Oh, yeah. What you want to do is get on to I-40, unless you want to do it the easy way.
The easy way.
Okay, we'll get off at Manal Boulevard.
Okay.
Well, the not
that
easy
sign,
way is more exciting because you get to do the flyover on
I'm
ramp
not
to
trying to
change
fly over. I'm
freeways.
just
It's
trying to
cool.
have a
Yeah.
peaceful trip. But it said on that deal that we've gone well beyond. So let's be done because
Okay.
we've gone well beyond.
Well beyond what?
Well beyond. I don't know. Just we've done it. We've done it. It was encouraging us, and it said we've gone the
Okay,
extra
well, should
mile.
we stop the
Yeah,
camera?
thank you.
All right, thanks, folks, for joining
Bye,
us.
everybody. Keep watching
All
our
right.
show.